Welcome to the Longebility Mindset channel, the place where you discover how to transform your life into a long, healthy, and happy journey. With this video, I want to bring you into a truth that can literally change the way you face health, aging, and even the perspective of death. I assure you that this video can help you see life with completely new eyes. Listen carefully. Inside you there is a power that most people completely ignore. A power so great that it can change the way you live pain, illness, aging, and even the fear of the afterlife. And I am not talking about magic. I am talking about science, biology, and what your brain and body can do when you choose a certain attitude. This power is called endorphins. Endorphins are your natural painkillers, your inner morphine, your calmers, and at the same time your generators of energy and vitality. They are living proof that positive thinking is not a motivational slogan, but real medicine, able to turn emotions into chemistry and chemistry into health. Viktor Frankl, survivor of the concentration camps, wrote, "A man can be deprived of everything except the freedom to choose his attitude in any circumstance." This attitude does not only change the way you perceive reality, it changes your biology. And if you stay with me until the end, I will guide you to discover how to use this power every single day to build your longevity. And don't forget, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Longebility Mindset channel and be part of this journey. Community that chooses not only to live longer, but to live better. And now think about pain. It has always been man's greatest enemy. In ancient times, people used amulets, herbs, mushrooms, rituals, and then opiates. Opiates worked, yes, but they created addiction and devastating effects. Then in the 70s, science discovered something even more powerful inside us, the receptors of endorphins. Basically, your brain is a pharmacy that can produce the deadliest poisons, but also the most effective medicines. And these powerful medicines, you don't need to search for them outside. You can create them inside. Let me ask you, how many times in your life have you heard the phrase, "think positive"? Many people smile and think it's a naive suggestion. But today we know that when you choose a positive thought, your brain releases substances that make you feel better. A study published in The Lancet showed that even the placebo effect works this way. A patient takes a sugar pill, convinced it is medicine, and the brain releases endorphins. And the pain truly decreases. Not suggestion, chemistry. Not illusion, only applied biology. And do you know the opposite side? The nocebo effect. If you convince yourself that a medicine will not work, or that aging must automatically mean illness, your brain produces negative chemistry, raises cortisol, lowers immune defenses, and guess what? You get sick. Do you see how powerful you are? Every thought is an order you give to your body. Every emotion is a message that writes your biochemistry. The great philosopher Seneca said, "It is not that we have little time, but that we waste much of it." With this, he meant that if you spend life complaining, regretting, and living in fear, your body enters defensive mode, it closes down, it consumes itself. But if you choose to see life as an adventure, as a journey of discovery, you produce endorphins, strengthen your immune system, and create the conditions to live not only longer, but better. Imagine your body as a great orchestra. Hormones, neurotransmitters, and immune cells are different instruments. Sometimes they play out of order, that is stress, illness, fatigue. But when you think with trust, with enthusiasm, with curiosity, it is as if the conductor, the endorphins, realign all the instruments. And suddenly the music becomes harmonious again. Science tells us, for example, that laughing in a group raises endorphin levels. It is no coincidence that when you share laughter with friends or family, you feel lighter, stronger, with less pain. That is social chemistry. In the same way, physical activity, even a simple brisk walk, turns on the production of endorphins and endocannabinoids, those molecules that give you the runner's high, the euphoria of movement. It's not just exercise, it's your inner pharmacy opening its doors. And then there is the sun. When you expose yourself to natural light, your skin produces not only vitamin D, but also stimulates endorphins. That's why after a walk in the sun, you feel more alive, more motivated, and more positive. And at this point in the video, let me remind you again to subscribe to the Longebility channel. It is the best way to stay connected to content that helps you live long, healthy, and happy, and to grow this community of people like you who want to be the protagonists of their lives. But now I want to take you even deeper. Facing aging and even death as a lost battle is the most powerful way to attract resignation, illness, and decline. But if you choose to face them as a challenge, with curiosity and openness, then the brain produces the most powerful drug that exists, endorphins. The ones that let you face even the unknown with courage and joy. It's like entering a sauna at 80 degrees. If you go in reluctantly, with fear, you will only come out exhausted. But if you go in convinced it will do you good, those 20 minutes become a challenge you accept with pleasure. And from that challenge you come out stronger, cleaner, more alive. And here lies the heart of longebility, the ability to face the second half of life and even death responsibly, not as victims, but as protagonists. Longevity is not just living longer, but living with awareness, with energy, and with the ability to turn even fear into opportunities for growth. Albert Einstein said, "There are only two ways to live life. One is to think that nothing is a miracle. The other is to think that everything is." If you choose the second perspective, your brain responds. Every day becomes a miracle, every experience a discovery, every difficulty a challenge. And your cells know it. Your immune system feels it. Your vitality grows. Do you know what happens when you live this way? You age differently. You don't age like someone dragging themselves through life, but like someone dancing. You don't leave the body with fear, but you prepare with curiosity like a traveler ready for the next great step. So let me ask you, what order will you give your body today? Do you want to command it to produce cortisol, stress, anxiety, and illness? Or do you want to command it to produce endorphins, vitality, strength, and joy? The choice is yours, and you make it every time you choose your thoughts. Don't wait for the magic pill of science, because the most powerful pill is already inside you. It's called endorphins. And you can activate it every day with movement, laughter, love, gratitude, faith, and curiosity. Life is not made to be endured. It is made to be lived to the fullest with energy, enthusiasm, and courage. Always remember, every thought creates chemistry, every choice creates biology, and every emotion can be your medicine or your poison. You have the power to decide which side to stand on. And now, before we close, let me invite you once again. If you haven't already subscribed to the Longebility Mindset channel, like this video, share it, and join this community. Together, we can build a future of longer, healthier, and happier lives. Because Longebility Mindset is not just a channel. It is a philosophy, it is a choice. And it is your chance to live as a protagonist until your very last breath. Thank you from the heart for being here.